despite being a Modi supporter, were not happy. You were not admiring of how the BJP had run its campaign in Rajasthan. The BJP seems to have managed, nevertheless. Your thoughts of the big picture that's emerging, Sandeep, before I take it back to Yogendraji.
See, Barkha, they say hindsight is 2020 correct, but it's not so, I think, when you're wearing tinted glasses. So some panelists are wearing tinted glasses even while applying hindsight. They're today blaming Rajasthan's Congress's thing on ticket distribution, but if anybody had a problem in ticket distribution, it was the BJP. The kind of backlash they had, pushback they had on ticket distribution, the kind of pushback they had on the central leadership coming into vote, was way, way more than what the Congress failed. So the reasons have to be, you have to probe much deeper rather than just write it off to the ticket distribution and anti-incumbency against local people. There is much deeper factors, and it cannot also be said about Bazi Palatna hai, that sort of a thing. Most, I think the ridiculous argument is to say BJP's doors are closed for South India. Even when Congress ruled Karnataka, BJP had a high score of Lok Sabha seats. And if anybody thought, especially psephologists, that BJP was trying to win Telangana, I don't think they could have been more off the mark. BJP's only objective there was to, they have managed to raise a 6% to 14% or 15%. That's a huge raise. And their objective there was to split the anti-incumbency vote from Congress, and they had to raise their salience in Telangana to be able to make something in the Lok Sabha thing. Their objective was certainly not, I think they would not have been unrealistic to think they would form the government, irrespective of what they would be saying. That they went on putting so much energy till the end was, unless they again raise the salience, they will be out of the race in Lok Sabha, and whatever they will strike, BRS, etc., can happen. So last thing, so therefore, to say so categorically BJP's door is shut in south of India would be as naive. The best Congress can now say is, I think Congress's line will be, Rahul Gandhi put his energy in Telangana, so they have done well. Other places, Gehlot and Kamal Nath kept him away, so they have done poorly. That's the next one you'll hear. Congress did not put any less energy in Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, especially, you might say Rajasthan. Money power also. Money power in Chhattisgarh. Congress cannot complain there they didn't have the money.
I want to bring in Sandeep Ghosh, and then Karthik can take us through all the numbers and the vote shares. Sandeep, were you struck by the fact that Shivraj Singh Chauhan, when he spoke, we didn't get a chance to talk about this, he credited Modi. On the other hand, you had a Dilip Jairin who said that now Shivraj Singh Chauhan's place in the hierarchy of the BJP is going to really soar. But the BJP doesn't necessarily operate like that. The BJP sidelined Vasundhara and has seemingly got away with it. The BJP did not declare Shivraj Singh Chauhan as the chief ministerial candidate. And while the victory may be in large measure of his own popularity and not just Modi's, he was very careful to credit it to Modi. What do you see happening within the BJP hierarchy? There's the Yogi Adityanath, who's been very much his own brand. Is Shivraj entering that space or not quite? Hang on, Sandeep, I can't hear you. Yeah, go ahead.
Whatever little I know of BJP, I'm not a BJP activist or support, worker or anything of that kind. If you see Modi's rise, Modi created his own equity, but his becoming a prime ministerial candidate was not with the blessings of the then High Command. He created the ground swell, which forced him to become the prime ministerial candidate, forced the hands of the High Command not to be able to deny him that ticket. So I don't think Shivraj Singh is as yet going to make that sort of a pitch. And that will come much later. And right now, he's making the right political noise and sound, because there'll be the time for still the center was going to choose who is the chief minister going to be. My sense is they are not going to disturb Shivraj Singh till the Madhya Pradesh elections. That would be, but you never know.
You mean the Lok Sabha?
Lok Sabha election. My apologies. I meant the Lok Sabha election. But then BJP works in very, very different ways. Although they did, I won't take it for granted. But certainly, Shivraj Singh is not too old. If I'm not mistaken, he's just 62, 63. He has got a long way to go. So Mr. Modi may come back for his third term despite the 75 or something, but then the field is open subsequently, and that will emerge. I think it's too early days to call that whether he was in the race even earlier. If you recall, at that point in time, Mr. Modi was coming, some people were rooting for Shivraj Singh as well, that he has been the most successful chief
Yeah.
minister, and the rest of it, even Advani, I think in some places said that he has been more successful than Modi in Gujarat on certain counts. So that will happen later. As far as Congress is concerned, if I may take a minute, I think this time they are a lot of victim of overconfidence. Karnataka gave them a huge overconfidence. The hype they created, or they thought they created on Bharat Jodo, that didn't quite materialize. And what Yogendra finally, I think, half admitted, there's a disconnect between what Rahul Gandhi says and the rest of the part, not only the ground people, but also his regional leaders. Rahul Gandhi can abuse Adani, but Kamal Nath doesn't do that. Ashok Gehlot doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Even Bhupesh Baghel doesn't do that.